What's going on? Freaking, it's funny, I was sitting there, I made this video, and I was talking about when you're having a real synchrotronic moment, it'll be ridiculous and redundant, you know what I mean? And then, in the same conversation, or in the previous conversation, I was, I was sitting there and I was talking about synchrotronics and synchronicities and how they work and all that. Anyway, it's like one of my dudes, man, that I watch on here. Come to find out, me and him got the same birthday. So last night I was taking shots with him, basically, cyberly. Anyway, because my birthday on the same day, and I didn't know that, and that kind of makes sense now. Well, why the communication line is kind of freaking higher on certain people on certain frequencies, man. But then I was sitting there, and I said I was walking away from the sun because I was going to turn around and walk back the other way to record the sun, the sunset and all the chemtrails and the crisscross and chemtrail planes. And I was looking at my shadow, and I was like, we spend our life, most of our time here in this life, just like that, like a shadow. And then Miles looks it up, man, in the freaking concordance, the 1212, and it said, under the shadow of El, or under the shadow of the Lord God, basically. And it said two Israelites. This theme of this two Israelites thing keeps popping up when we do these word searches, man, and these number searches, and see what they correlate to. Because there was the Sopharim and the Mesorah. One of these two groups, one of the groups specifically recorded word for word. Like, you got to understand, in the culture, we're not supposed to switch the words up very much. We're supposed to keep it as intact. It's in the word itself, where you're supposed to keep it as close to the real thing as you can, and not to deviate to the left or the right when it comes to that. So we got one freaking solid thing. So it's really sophisticated, you know. And I keep having these thoughts of like the Bible code. And I mean, surely information is encoded everywhere, in your name, in your birthday, the time of your birth. Yeah, and then look, my birth hour was 6:47, and she looked that up too, and it says God made breathe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't plan it. I didn't do that. I didn't name myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I didn't choose when to show up here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's super crazy, like how deep it really goes, man. Once you start looking, it's like everywhere. It can't be hidden. It's just like like God has outcoded all of these mad scientists, dude, and all their shenanigans. It's like, look, there's just, it's beyond man. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I was wondering though, on the quantum tip now, they were doing the Bible code with the regular computers. Has it been applied yet in a quantum computer or a supercomputer? Like, if they can Bible code, like some just private guy can just learn the program and use it, what are they doing in these secret experiments with these big super machines? You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, it's like, man, in a way, it almost be like these people are almost like time travelers at this point in comparison to us regular people. But they're only scratching at the lowest level of the secrets, because it says in the Bible that the heavens is his throne and the earth is his footstool. So all they're doing is scratching the bottom of his foot. Ultimately, the best of us do. That's the closest we can get. And all else is vanity and folly anyway. So I don't know, man. If it's that sophisticated and encoded, that's a faith you can trust in. I even said that right in the same time about the syncitronics, about faith, that it's not a blind faith. It's not a belief in just ideas or statements or so-called truths or so-called realities. It's like actually being a conscious, aware person participating in it. Like and it can sneak up on you at any time, dude, and there's no running away from it. It's part of the parameters of this experience that it would seem that we're co-participating in. You know what I mean? Freaking, I mean, some of my ideas is everyone an actual human? Like I believe I am? I'm not sure anymore. So could be like many aspects of this reality that are actually fake and implanted and kind of hacked, so to speak. So, you know, that's an excellent way this goes, man, because normally people relate the 1-2-1-2 with Revelations 12, where it says, "Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil has come down, and he's very wrath, because his time is short." You know what I mean? Yeah, man, and there's definitely an attack on time, dude. Time seems so weird right now, where it's like it's so compressed. It's like really like that string theory stuff, where sometimes it can be compressed and other times it can be like stretched out. It's really weird, man. This year went by. Like, I remember my last birthday last year, man. It was so freaking awesome. It was an awesome night. It was like God set that up, so it was a full moon, and there was like snow, and it let off this awesomest color of lights. And it says in the Bible that God is the Lord of the lights as well, just like the Lord of the spirits. He's got many like titles and descriptions. Part of your name is a description, okay? So there's meaning behind a name. Like if my name would be like the bear sits by the river or something like that. If it was in the Indian vernacular, it would be something to that effect, as opposed to my government name, unfortunately, that they have degraded the meaning of a person's name through their shenanigans and their legalese and their after birth initiations. So, you know, it's like, look, learning into all that, seeing this, like, actually kind of like now for some reason I can articulate the reason why things are wrong. You know what I'm saying? I know, look, I've been validated freaking and empirically, man, in real life, as well as just through research and just philosophically, just like, you know what I mean? It's crazy out here, man. It's I don't think this reality is all the way understandable. So it's just a process, you know. I'm learning as I go, and also at the same time I'm participating, man. And God truly does reveal stuff to us, and He leaves little clues and breadcrumbs. Sometimes He nudges us. Sometimes He like throws a person in our path. Sometimes He diverts us from one course, so we're free to be at another spot where there's something there, like where there's some good stuff around the corner somewhere. But if you're in the wrong mindset, you know what I'm saying, you won't catch the hint. You know, they used to say that about me. I wasn't good at catching a hint. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn to see the hints and read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? And look, come to my own conclusions, and not believe everything everyone shows me or tells me. You know what I'm saying? Necessarily. Just so it's frickin' process, and it's like I see that as another one of my synchrotronic moments that confirms that it just is what it is. And whatever the reason is, everything happens for a reason, and I can't pretend that I know everything, and it's out of my control. That's a lot of it's out of my control, and I'm just responding the best I can. You know what I'm saying, as it comes at me. But Yeah, anyway, man, I figured I'd share that. Freaking maybe you could research into your own connection to the meaning and the purpose of your life. Like God has shown me that there obviously is stuff like that is definitely true, where it's like it's not, you're not random, you're not a mistake. This world's not random. It's not a mistake. It's not just, everything's happening for a reason. Every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and there's a pattern and a design, and it's everywhere. There's nowhere. Look, I can't believe they really are trying to hide it in plain sight, but it's just they can't hide the forest for the trees, or they can't hide the trees for the forest anymore. It's just, those days are over. And rightfully so. But anyway, man, take care. Check you out later. Peace.